In the last episode of Solo Living Season 2, we saw that the leader of the mining team thinks Jin-Woo's work is quite good and again calls Jin-Woo to raid in an A-rank danger, meaning he calls for mining work and Jin-Woo does not accept it, and the next day, which was going to go to the strike squad, his potter cannot come inside the danger. For this reason, Jin-Woo does not become his potter, nor does he go into danger after going inside the dench. Not many monsters attack them, and at the start, it looked like the heroes team would lose there, meaning the team, but after this, the team does not even have to win there, nor does it defeat them all very easily, and only then do we know that Jin-Woo did not injure everyone much with the help of his poison dagger, and about this and no one knows about it. Only one girl finds out about Jin-Woo, and after that they are not all too scared and they don't think of going back and telling Choi everything, but like they go out. Neither was there a barrier installed there near the danger gate, and when I try to break the barrier, not much blood starts flowing from their eyes and mouth, and seeing this, those people are much more afraid. And now in today's episode, after this, all the hunters there feel a very dangerous person, and he is not a boss level person, and after this, those people start to break the barrier, and those who start thinking that this person was of a very different level. And finally outside, why couldn't we feel this standard? Can the monsters hide their presence? And whoever was breaking the badger there, blood doesn't start coming out of their mouths. After this and only then, suddenly a lot of arch monsters come there, and another monster comes in front of Sun and starts staring into his eyes, and Sun says that we all have to not attack, otherwise we will be quite easily killed here, and he starts thinking that I wish there was one of Choi or Cha here, and it's all monsters out there. He is literally a monster. After this, he starts speaking human language, and he says that humans, my name is Karagalga, and I want to talk to all of you here, and literally all the people there are quite surprised that a monster is speaking human language, and then a girl says that this is also not a boss monster, this is also one of his toys and someone else is controlling it behind it, and only then Golden says, have you made it better, P. Karagalga here, and he says that you are right, man, I have closed this path and I am the leader of all these and you people cannot do anything about me, and only then Swana says that is there anyone more powerful than you here, and the prison says that after all, who is more powerful than me? It can happen here, and he says that either you should be killed by my soldier's hand or come to me, and says that, well, we are all gonna go to him. And after hearing this, his teammates get a little surprised, and all Swan tells Jin-Woo that we will not go to them now, the boss monster, and will do a surprise attack. We will be there, and at that time the barrier will be much weaker, and you took advantage of it. After getting out of this barrier and going out, you directly contact the main Scott, and Jindu says that then it will be much later, and he says that our purpose of coming here is to defeat the boss monster, and for that we can do anything. And only then a girl comes to Jinu and gives her the diary and says that you should give it to my family, and after that they all started going in. And Jinwo says that you yourself will not give this diary to your family, and after this we are shown the scene outside of dungeon where Pechana came to dungeon and she was not looking for Jinwo there. But Jinwo is not seen anywhere, and even those gurus worship with hair that it finally belongs to Jinwo, and all those people tell that as a potter Jinwo has not gone inside the dungeon, and Chana is a little surprised because the last time Jinwo was also seen near the boss monster. Meaning that in the last danger, and this time again she has gone inside the danger and her power increases a little more above Chinbu, and after this she also thinks to go inside the danger, but he did not bring the weapon, and after that he does not ask for the weapon. These people mean the mining team, and they don't give a spade. Knives and Cha say, don't you guys have any other weapons besides this? Is it like a sword or some spear type? And the team leader says that we are a mining team and why will we use it? And after this Chana takes it to the Dal and starts going directly inside that danger, and after this again we have a lot of monsters. The scene is shown, and literally brother, there were countless more monsters there, and we are also shown their boss there. His brother is a king. He was sitting. After seeing so many monsters on the throne, all those people get very nervous, and Sun thinks in his mind that there are so many more people here saying that they can wipe out even a small town, and we have to do it in any way. You have to defeat this boss monster here, and we are not shown 4 bodyguards next to the boss, and literally brother, he is also powerful to win a boss level. And the boss says that you don't feel afraid of seeing me, do you? And after this, he releases his aura, and literally that aura is so powerful that everyone gets paralyzed there, and Sun knows that his brother cannot beat him under any circumstances, and he speaks with great fear. Why did you call us here when you could beat us at the door? And the boss says, I just had to pass a little time. I have called you here for entertainment, and our soldiers are going to entertain you a lot by killing you now. But there is one of you whom I would like to fight because he is very powerful, powerful, and Sun gets very surprised after hearing this, and literally brother is having a lot of fun, man, while explaining my bribe bombs are coming, brother, I am reading, I am not, when asked then me. It is having a lot of fun at this time. Just don't cut all these things too much in the animation, because the dialogue is also one by one, brother, and that monster's dialogue is the next level dialogue after crossing the limit, and after that all his friends, he gives orders to attack and moves forward, but he looks at his friends whose brothers were literally paralyzed. No one had the courage inside him, but he still doesn't attack the boss, but the boss saves himself very easily with the help of the armor, and after that he doesn't use gravity magic on Sean, and after that he literally doesn't lift him up and down and starts wandering, and Sean's condition wasn't bad, literally he was about to die, and his companion was also quite... I was scolded more than once, but only then there is entry. Our lon means that our hero has now come on the front foot, and who says that I know that this belongs to Hunter Gill and I have no right to touch it? But I just have to ask you one question. Do you give me permission to kill the magical beast here? And Sona is very surprised, and then another monster goes to attack Jin-Woo, and Jin-Woo literally ends the game of that monster without touching, and Jin-Woo says that quickly tell brother, will you give permission or will you not give it? And Swana says that please help us, I beg you, and the boss releases his other there again and says that human, you have quite dangerous ancestors. Above is of no use at all, and he also says that brother, it will really be fun to fight with you, and for the first time I will fight a man as powerful as you, and after that he calls all his friends, and brother, when they come, no then brother, yes, I feel the most Fadu man when the shadow army arises. After this we are shown the scene outside the danger where Pei Chinchulam has come there, and he does not understand why an S-rank hunter will come here after becoming a miner, and the leader of the mining team comes in front of him, and only then Chinch will ask that finally that Jinabu, where is he? And the leader says that he has done something wrong somewhere. And only then the leader tells that Jin-Woo has just gone into danger because Potter did not come today. Then Jin-Woo is playing the role of Potter, and Chinchev does not understand what Jin-Woo is after all. Is human. Play the minor role first. Then after that he is becoming a Potter, and the leader again says, sir, is there a problem? Because the key has just gone inside while looking for Jin-Woo, and after listening to it, Chinchul says that you should not worry at all who Jin-Woo is, you will know tomorrow. And when Chinchul goes in front of the door, brother, his condition is literally there. He gets sick and he thinks, brother, what is this door? And if he checks with a meter, then literally, brother, he is much more powerful, and he is not A-level, a top-class danger, or you can also consider an S-rank danger. Somehow he happens and he thinks Hunter Gill made a mistake, but he was not nervous that much, and he felt that there were 2 S-rank hunters inside, but still it is a little dangerous thing in a way. And after that, inside the danger, the scene of Cha is shown, which was going forward, and she sees a lot of more monsters killed there and thinks that how can Sun's team kill so many monsters, and Cha also feels quite dangerous there, and she thinks that if this happened to the boss, brother Sun, or no one will come back alive. And after this we are shown the scene of the main battle. Here the official says that what do you think that you can defeat me with such an army? And Jin-Woo is also a celebrity and says that brother, do not understand my comrades at all. And after that Jin-Woo does Monarch and activates the skill, and there it becomes a barrier of Na Shadow, and this increases the perception of Na Shadow by 70%. In a way it was less fun. I was very surprised, and they were wondering how a hunter could use so many relationship spells, and then Na-Ion uses his scale, but those org monsters were very powerful and that roar didn't affect him. Na-Ion gets angry at this, and after this he starts throwing his axe here and there and keeps crying to all the org monsters. He and after that Many and Na go to attack Ignis, but Ignis does not rotate a single shot and cuts all of them at once, and he also keeps killing a lot of monsters there. And seeing this, the rest of the hunters also get a lot more surprised and think that he is as powerful as our boss, meaning as much as the choice and ultimately so powerful guy. How does a porter work? And Jingbu does not feel a problem there, but this Iron and Tank were very powerful, but the rest of the soldiers were neither B rank and they did not have to regenerate a monster repeatedly to die. It means that a lot of energy was being used in a way, and because the army is also very big, and Jingbu thinks that I don't have to kill more and more monsters, and then Karakal neither throws a fireball directly at Jinbo's army and many shadow soldiers die there, and Karakal says that what do you think that these little toys of yours can uproot something of me? And Jinbo says that as long as I have faith my soldiers will continue to live, and Karagalgal says that I don't care anything because my soldiers are your soldiers. They will kill you very easily, and when your belief is over, I will kill you too. And he was killing Joe and the army in a very dirty way, and then he says that it means I have to finish you first, and after that he attacks directly on the king of monsters, but he doesn't erect a shield in front of him, and he says that all these things are not going to have any effect on me. And after this, Karagalagana does a fire attack again there, and Jinbo wins there too. It doesn't end again. All the Jinbo of all had understood that Karagalagana is very powerful, and this job change is not like anything at all. And after this, neither he opens his inventory and extracts restoration nutrition from the inventory, and after drinking it, neither Jinbo. Arise speaks there, and even the monsters who won there were dead, right? Then he calls them all, meaning that the Earth monster had also now become part of Jin-Woo's army. After this, and seeing this, Karagalkan is also very surprised, and Jin-Woo says that you still have a lot of army left, I know, but don't worry because they are all going to be part of my team. Now go ahead and you two at one time because you are going to be a part of my team. And Karkalganj does not understand what is happening after all, and he thinks that this is not the same, right? The term says after this that if such a thing is the case, why have we come here? And we had received only one order, that to kill the human body and take it to him. And after that he attacks one of the 4 organs, Organa Iron, and the battle between the two is quite high. It was tremendous, but Iran brother was a little less than us. He drops that general's weapon and then gives him a headbutt. Because of this, the ogre starts to dizzy, and after this, Na Iron hits a very strong smash on him, and after that, 2 generals were coming to attack Igris, but Igris doesn't escape from them very easily and dodges his attack. And after that he puts his sword in the head of one of them, and after that his game ends there. And after that the other was going to kill Iglis, and the sword of both of them collides there. But Iglis uses a lot of power, and he doesn't give a very strong slash, due to which that ore monsters start flying far, and only then Iron comes and ends his game with the help of his axe. And on top of Iron also another monster attacks, but the tank also ends his game, and Ignis, Iron and Tank met, and Kieran's general, his brother, had finished his game, and Jingu was also getting very happy there, but he also had the problem of not believing, because if believing ends, he cannot forget anyone after that, meaning any sold on there. And after that, the rest of the hunters don't even think of helping Jin-Woo, but only then the boss monster, who happens to be Na, uses Kaj magic on all of them. And after this, not much blood starts coming out from the mouth and eyes of all those hunters, and Karagargan says that I will not let you win at all. And after this, he activates a lot of Kaj abilities on Na Jin-Woo, but not of Jin-Woo. Neither the defensive skills are activated by themselves, and for this reason, no death or disease could affect Jin-Woo. And Jin-Woo says that I told you that you are not from my hand at all, and come on, first of all, now I break your shield. And after that, Chinghu's orc, which used to increase the power of the table much, does not give it to the table. Jin-Woo and the table do not have a very big one there. Makes a ball, and Karagagan activates the defensive layer to protect herself, but literally that attack of the table breaks the shield of brother Karagagan very easily and brings him directly to his knees. And Karagagan does not understand what is finally happening to him, and he says that finally, how did you have the courage to do this? And only then the key finally comes there. The image is not quite surprised to see the condition of that room, and she thinks that after all, so many shadow soldiers belong to, and where did they come and go after this? Goes to her squad and asks what finally happened here, but no one was in a position to tell, and at the same time no one knew. What are you saying? What is happening here? Galgana becomes even more angry, and after that he does not own himself. Also, Na activates a lot of skills at the same time, and Karagalgana transforms from a very large one to a giant, and Chana tells them all to get out of there, meaning to the members of his squads. And Karagalgana speaks that now all of you, I'm going to show you what death is in the end. And Jingu, like Abeyar, is not in the mood to fight this giant. And after this, Karagalagan starts making a big joke, and he says that what do you think that you will win so easily? And I was just playing with you for so long, and now look at my real power. And he doesn't fire attack Jinvo, but Jinvo makes a very long jump, and he comes directly above Karakalkan's head, and after this he puts his diagonal directly into Karakalkan's eyes. And Jinvo says that, brother, you are big. He made a big mistake. For this reason, he has become a very easy target for me. And after this, he does not kill his dagger or start making a lot of attacks on him continuously. And after this, Chinchul also comes in, and he also keeps watching that scene. He is quite surprised because the new and monsters who came in Jingu's army were also doing a very good job there. And even he does not understand how Jimbu can finally relate so many seeds, and Karagalgan had become much bigger. Neither for this reason nor the effect of dagger is not that that much on him, and after this he prepares his punch and hits a vigorous punch on the face of Karagalgan, and that punch was so much powerful that Karagalgan did not directly on his knees. I knew Chinchul knew, and Chinchul tells me that I came here after detecting Namana, and I don't think that I need anyone here now at all. That is Sam, who alone can clear this danger. And then Chana asks Chinchul, do you know after all who is this boy? And Chinchul speaks, yes, we know very little about it. After this, Jin-Woo tells that when you had lost your 4 guards, you had already lost in a way, and the prison also says that no, this cannot happen at all. A person cannot beat me at all, but those who were friends of Karagalgan and the monsters who are now coming to Jinwo's team, brother, they had finished the game of Karagalgan there, and Jinwo's 2 levels are also up there. There are few remaining monsters to win. Neither Jinwo's soldiers defeat them very easily, and Jinwo thinks that now I am going to get a reward. She misses him a lot. Hey man, this is Hunter Gill's danger, and I don't have any authority here to take anything, but that's okay. I can only take the shadow, and after that he neither extracts Karagalgan nor literally at once nor his. He extracts the shadow, and literally, brother, after seeing this thing, the condition of all the people there is completely over, and after Karyakalan becomes a shadow, he does not bow down to Jin-Woo, and Jin-Woo also speaks, brother, you have improved a lot. And Karyakalan got a new rank. It means that he was not much more powerful than Jin-Woo's old soldier, and Jin-Woo thinks that after all, what should I name it? Old, your name was very useless, and after this he finally names it Task, and the rank of the task is it is not Elite Knight, and in total Jin-Woo had 127 soldiers. It means that you can say Shadow Army, and only then Chinchul takes Jin-Woo's name, and when Chin-Boo looks back, he is literally surprised after seeing Cha and Chinchul there and no one there. I don't understand what? How can Jin-Woo have so much power? But Chilchil's team does not cover Jin-Woo and says that we are not all from the surveillance team and we do not want to hide about Jin-Woo yet. It means that you don't want to tell anyone, and please don't tell anyone in public about anything you saw here, and if you want to know more, then you Hunter Association coming in, and after that those people are more about Jinwo, and only then the phone speaks that I know that Jinwo is a very powerful hunter, and because of this it does not become very important to hide his identity, and I do not know that you came here as a boarder, but you saved all our lives. We would all like to thank you for this. And after that all the people bow down in front of Jinwo, and Jinwo also returns her diary to the girl, and that girl is very ashamed there. After this, Jinwo had to say something there, but before that, Jinwo leaves there, and only then a girl says, well, what are you doing here with a spade? Mother M and Knife also realize, and they start to feel very ashamed and think, what will happen to me if she thinks something wrong about me? That girl also talks about who you are finally talking to and starts blushing a lot there. It means that you people must be coming to the understanding, brother, a little too much. After this, we are shown the scene of Yojin, who is sitting in a restaurant and otherwise was waiting for Jinwo, and after some time Jinwo also comes there, and after seeing Jinwo's condition, Naeojin says that, sir, how is your condition like this and how do you see the situation? He tells that I am coming here directly dangerous, and after hearing this Eugene is a little surprised, and after this Eugene tells all his things which his father had told him. Jinwo tells all the things, and Jinwo says that, well, you have to become Guildmaster, so he connects you to me, and Eugene is very nervous and says that, sir, you spoke right, and if you don't do that, then there is no problem. And after this we hand a scene is shown where thinking tells all things. Whatever happened inside Danger, Na tells Choi all the things, and after hearing that, Na Choi is also very surprised, and he tells that Jendu had no intention of fighting him, but he has no option there. All of us were in a very bad situation. For this reason, he went into battle to save us, and Choi also thinks that now brother Jin-Book has to be brought in his team, and after this he asks Choi that you tell the truth, which of Jin-Book is more powerful, and who tells that if we talk about a team then we don't need a lot of support in a team. To hide your weaknesses and attack and defense all matter a lot, but that hunter is very different. Then he was doing everything on his own, and Mr. Choi, can you single-handedly clear any level? And Choi is also very surprised and says that doing both attack and defense together is a very difficult task, and Choi has to think that you are my best handler title is going to go away from me. He tells me more as a joke, sir, I don't have this right, but I want you to bring the book to our guild, and only then are we shown the scene outside the Hunter Association where there are not a lot of reporters, and there is not a guy sitting inside the car, and they all came for the same in some way, and if there is not a much important character, then what can we say about it? But only then, why do Nu and Choi come there and the reporter not to them? After seeing them, they are quite surprised and start clicking their photos. And why do you think so many reporters are doing here? And the reporter starts asking, have you come to add Liu Mins to your team? And he was sitting in the car. This was the talk of the same guy. And why does he say that? I do not know any guy of this name, and I am not going to take any such guy in my guild. And he also says that we have come here for some other work, and why not? While making fun of him, he says that I have heard that tomorrow your hunters are alive and dying. And he also says that, brother, he did not kill a rank hunter like you, and why not? He gets very angry with him, but both of them came for what they were and were thinking that there is a debt on both of them, and he does not. You have to recruit in your guild, and no matter what, and in the middle of joy, brother, you are quite strong. You keep walking in me. It is a lot of fun, friend, to watch this. And then another guy comes there, and his name is Nalim Tai Gyu, and he is also not a guild master of a guild. And the most important thing is that he was also such a rain hunter, and he says that after all, how are two big personalities here together and you two are behind Kiali? We are talking about the guy with the car, and after hearing his name again and again, both of them get very angry there. We don't care about that guy, and after hearing this, Lambi is quite surprised and thinks that brother is fine. I understand. Don't shout like that, friend, and sitting in the car. That guy is thinking why not run away and who is not fighting for me so that I go to their guild. Brother, what is the funny scene? And after this, that guy comes out of his car and all the reporters start clicking his photo, and only then Jin-Woo also comes there, and he thinks that after all, how is there such a crowd here and what happened inside the dungeon? Had they come to know about all those things? And after that, as if by doing something, Jin-Woo doesn't start going forward in the middle of that reporter, but then the guy with the car doesn't have a bodyguard there. And he does not let him go in and says that, brother, I have an appointment. But even after that, he does not let him go in. And after that, only then the chairman comes out and pointing towards him says that he is my very special guest. And after that, both of them go in and are very surprised in the report, seeing the chairman with a strange guy. And Lena tells her bodyguard that don't let the information about that guy come out because my whole show got ruined because of that guy. And then Lee says that I don't come inside after talking to the chairman. All of you don't stop here and tell the reporter. And only then Chinchina stands in the middle and he says that a guy has just gone inside. You have to wait till 11 pows, and Lee doesn't have to wait there for about half an hour. This is not enough. He gets more upset and he thinks which hunter has also fallen on this day. That is why it takes so much time, and only then does he not remember the same things in his mind, and he starts thinking that maybe he will be the hunter who will become an ace rank hunter. Now and after this, Lena goes to Chinchul and starts telling him that, brother, I really need to go inside. The reporter is here, but Chilchulna does not reply. And then Lee starts talking like, you know, the Eugene Corporation, and my dad is the vice president there, and you don't know how much they fund the Hunter Association, and accordingly you should not be under my feet or standing in front of me, and all of you should not talk to me with respect, and if you don't do that, then you all know about what will happen to you quite nicely. And Chinchul says that I don't care, and Lena would be very angry after that. He says that, brother, who are you in front of me, and at the same time, who has made that hunter in front of me? And only then, taking off Chinchul's glasses, he says that if I tell you about that hunter, then you will not be able to bear it at all. And Lena, after seeing Chinchul's eyes, literally brother is very afraid. And after this, the chairman, Anna and Jinguna were going inside, and then they are also seen there, and the chairman tells that both of them have been waiting here for 1 hour because it has been 2 years and yet no S-rank hunter has come, and after 2 years you have come an S-rank hunter. If there is an awakening here, then both of them want to recruit you in their guild at any cost. And after this is the final. Jiguna comes to the room with his re-evolution, and there is not a guy there, nor was he waiting for him, and that guy says that before doing your re-evolution, can you show us a little bit of your skills? And Jinbu just takes out a shadow there, and after seeing the same, the condition of that guy gets worse there. But the chairman says that, Jinbu, I know that you are hiding something from us, and Jinbu also knows that you have more power. There is no point in hiding, because people have already found out. And after that, neither he calls out his strong bodybuilders, soldiers, and literally after feeling the aura of those soldiers, neither Chairman and Bakken and Joy, all three get quite much surprised, and Jin-Woo tells that I cannot quell at least 100 sides at once, and after hearing this, neither all of them get even more surprised. And I was thinking that when I met Jin-Woo last time, this time he seems even more powerful than that, and I feel like I can never beat Jin-Woo now. And after this, Jin-Woo neither takes his new license nor goes out and outside Choi, and both start approaching Jin-Woo there, but Jin-Woo says that, please you guys forgive me, but today I don't have much. If there is no time, can we talk another day? And Jin-Woo is not going to open the door and go out, but only then both of them together start forbidding him from going out, and Jin-Woo feels that both of them do not want to recruit in his guild. They do not let him go out in this circus, and as soon as Jinbo goes out, there are literally a lot of reporters there, and they all start clicking on Jinbo's photo, and seeing this, Jinbo There is a lot of surprise, and if you want to know what is going to happen after this, then you have to wait the next video. And if you like the video, then like the video. And not many of you were saying in the comments section that, brother, you don't explain manhwa. Then let me tell you that this channel is not manly and it is only for manhwa, and there is a big problem with solo labeling this time. Man, they are cutting a lot of episodes, and for this reason they are not showing 677 chapters in each episode, and they are cutting a lot of major partners. This is a very big problem. As far as I'm concerned, I'm not explaining 7 to 8 chapters for an episode of solo leveling, but even after that I'm still a little behind the animation. That's why you get to see a little clip with animation at the beginning, and after that you show the main manga clips. I mean, all those people with manhwa who had said in this comment section that, brother, don't explain manhwa, then I will tell you that the main channel is manhwa's asked for, and manhwa's, brother, don't make comments of this type. And when solo leveling becomes stable, then it means that the particular 4 or 5 or more characters will start explaining. After that, our steps will be very clear. How many episodes do you need to explain? How many chapters do you mean? So this problem may be a little too much. Until then you should watch it and like the video if you like the video, but still I do my best to make a very good video. Then I will meet you guys in the next video. Until then, goodbye.